Do you guys want to double corrupt helmets, or do you want to craft an amulet? Okay, AoE / aura or 90%. Will we hit a GG helmet? So GG helmet is +2 aura or AoE and 90% reservation. All right, first one. All right. Funny enough. Stack amount alts. Alts are just 20. Oh my god. This is crazy. Select 10 really quickly. What the? Holy. The helmets that we. Jesus. 14 times so far. $16 failures in a row. Ha 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 ha. That's the 1%. Okay. Can we get below 1% chance? I've had really bad luck with helmet double corrupts. 17 failures in a row. Can we fail 19 times in a row? Hey, what's up, everyone? Just a quick one today. A community member that we have likes to do this, double corrupting helmets, and they like subjecting me to it, and for the content, I do it. That is double corrupting something. And this league, he chose Heat Shiver helmets. They're very valuable. It's an absolutely crazy helmet. If you don't know, what it does is it gives you cold damage as extra fire damage per chill effect. This can go up to 40% for 40% cold as extra fire, as well as 100% addition if the enemy is frozen for 140% cold as extra fire. And so this is really a gigantic damage boost for pretty much any build that does cold. We see this league with like cold SST and with like Ice Trap Assassin for one-shotting bosses. So yeah, anyway, he wanted to double corrupt Heat Shivers to go for the ideal Heat Shiver for his cold SST build. That would be a +2 aura and +2 AoE gems, which would give his hatred at level 21 up to level 25, which is the next breakpoint, which allows him to do absolutely crack damage. So the ideal modifiers to go for are socketed gems, 90% reservation, +2 AoE, and +2 aura. Some combination of those. Ideal is +2/+2, but 90% in one of those +2s is really good. And then +2 cold gems, you know, because hatred's a cold gem, is also kind of honorable mention right there. As you saw in the intro, we we went through, this took 3 days. I did them in batches of about 36 to 48 each day. 144 in a row just takes really, really long. You know, it takes about 2 minutes per temple, and I don't have the stamina to do that 144 times in a row. And so this is what's remaining minus the ones that get new implicits. What we hit here is 144 Heat Shivers, 35 helmets got new implicits, which is right here. We'll go over those in a second. 36 got white sockets. You can maybe sell them for 10 to 15 chaos. You know, it is nice to have. If they're well rolled, you know, maybe you can sell them for 15 to 20 chaos, but that's about all you're going to get there because you can't get any new implicits, and it's extra expensive to then enchant them afterwards. 46 turned into corrupted rares and 27 turned into poofs. For 73 helmets got totally bricked, which is about in line. You know, it's a 50% chance right there. And actually the percentage lined up really, really well. It's a 25% chance to get new implicits, 25% chance to brick, etc., etc. Basically right on the money with 25% white sockets, 24.3% new implicits, and then the other 50-ish% for the bricks right there. And then in terms of the implicits that we got, we have a bunch here that just have, you know, socketed trap and mine gems, leech, warcry gems, stuff like that. That's the vast majority. There's a couple here that you can maybe sell off. That's like kind of nice. I've also been running gifted labs and just throwing random enchants. So Spark, some people use this on Spark. I have this right here. Max life regen is nice, but people don't, you know, they don't want to spend like a lot on it. If I price this life and life regen, you know, maybe could sell it for a couple divines if we're really lucky. And since it has Spark on it as well, you know, might be worth a few divines. I will leave that up to the community member to sell these off. I'm not going to do it myself. I did enough hard work here. So yeah, as you can see, you know, feel free to slow down the video if you want to look at all of these. I'll just mouse over them all really quickly. A lot of these are just like kind of mid. AoE gems, life regen, decent. You know, we could sell a couple of these off for 50, 100, 150 chaos, but nothing crazy. All of the good ones are in the left column right here. These are the 5 good ones, and we'll go up from worst to best. +1 power charge is nice. It's not super, super valued. It's not the most important thing. Some builds will use it. We got max life power charge. We got lightning damage leech power charge. Some quality life here could possibly used on lightning strike. So, you know, maybe 5 or 10 divines on each of these. Also, it costs roughly 1 divine per attempt for, negative 144 divines to do this. So if we want to add this up at the end right here, we'll do that in a second. Socketed gems, 90% cost reservation multiplier. This was actually worth more a week or so ago. Price has gone down, but this by itself is worth about 22 divines. So anything in addition to that does boost the price a little bit. So yeah, this one, cannot be blinded, is nice. So, maybe 25 to 30 divines if we're lucky. Next up, we have life regen with the socketed 90%. Now, the life regen is really good. Rage builds like to use this. They have the comb spirit right here, which will give you rage regen per life recovery per second. So if we can get a good enchant on here, that synergizes with a build that uses rage and the comb spirit gloves, then this could be worth a good amount. With a good enchant on here, definitely is worth about 50 plus divines. And then this one here, this is the one that the community member is going to be using, has socketed cold gems, that works for hatred, and the 90% cost and reservation multiplier. That is the total of what we got. This one is probably worth roughly about 50 divines as well. So if we just add up the big ones, we're looking at like 125, 130, maybe 145, even if we sell these off. Between 130 and 150 divines, absolute best case. So in terms of making profit, not really. Could maybe make it profitable if we run some labs and try to get a good enchant on there. Best case, I think we're basically breaking even right here. We did it for the joy of the content and the gamba. Really, the biggest thing that happened here was at the very beginning, we failed 19 in a row. As you saw, 19 poofs or bricks in a row. That is very, very statistically difficult to get. I think someone was calculating it in chat as we were doing it. That was like a 0.6% chance of happening, which is crazy. Like we had this insane streak at the beginning that, was very, very statistically unlikely to happen. But as you can see at the very end, we basically broke even. We hit roughly 25% at the very end. That just shows how streaky things can happen with random number generators. But on a long enough timeline, you're just going to hit the actual number right there. But yeah, that's it for me. Just a quick little showcase of what we did over the past couple days. But we do have an absolute doozy on stream. I just want to show you guys right now what we're going to be doing. This is very, very exciting. Continuing the journey of mirrored items. Again, we have free mirror service for this amulet as well as my mirror cluster jewels if you guys are interested. But we're working on making another mirror tier item for the community. I picked up this ring base for 200 divines, which is obviously insane, of course. What we're going to do is Vivid Vulture reroll the implicits until we get something good. We have to remove that vulnerability, get something good on there. There's a lot of good implicits that we would go for. Percent life, flat dexterity, crit multi would be up there with really, really good implicits. So once we have 3 really good implicits on there, we'll roll the explicits. We'll try to get something really good like this with Wed. We'll try to get life on there, some res, some dexterity, and crit multi. So that is the project that we're doing today on stream. Definitely join us at twitch.tv/subtractum if you want to help out or enjoy the journey of me being in Vivid Vulture prison. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully this convinced you or dissuaded you from doing your own double crops. It's tedious. It's a lot of trading, but it is kind of fun, when you hit like a really big thing. Feels good to make something that's worth, 50 divines out of the random number generator. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.